This is Herb from GeekRev.com, and I've got another little cool trick to share with you guys. I've told you many times that at Thrive Church we use DSLRs to do all of our video work, and there's some limitations to that, and usually one of the big ones is that the sound on these things aren't that great. And so what most people do is they have a third solution or third-party solution for sound. And one of the most popular ones is to get these Zoom HN4 field recorders, and they have an XLR input on it, so you can put a cable on it, put an XLR mic on it, and get good quality sound with that. The problem is that's $300, and for that little piece of equipment, and for most churches to spend that kind of money on something like that really is a lot. And unless you're going to use one personally in your business, you're not going to buy one either, because it's a specialized piece of equipment. Well, I got thinking about that, and I said, you know, we all have iPhones, or most of us have iPhones, and what if I could use an iPhone for a field recorder? And so what I did is I got looking around, find some software and hardware solutions to try to make this work. So let's talk about the hardware first. As you can see, we are recording this right now on the iPhone. You can see right here. And this is a piece of hardware that I found. It's a little Y cable, and this side plugs into your headphone and mic combo jack, and it's got two leads coming out of it. One is this top one here, and this is a lead for the headphones, and I've had these attached right here, and the other one is an XLR jack. And so you're taking the iPhone and you're able to plug in an XLR mic and monitor it, if the software supports it, with headphones. So that's basically the rig we have, and we have a microphone. If you can just barely see that poking out right there, that's the XLR microphone we have hooked up to it. So let's talk a little bit about the software. There's two pieces of software out there that I've looked at, and that actually work for this. There's a bunch of sound recorders out there, and there's some that support the monitoring and the mic, but they're real clunky and really weird to use. And so I found two that I like. One is called Blue Fire, and what that is a free app from the people who make the Blue microphones. They're offering it free, and it's the engine of the Fire app that's real popular out there. The Fire field recording app. The problem with Fire, I'll just tell you, it's costs more money than I want to spend. I want to get into this as cheaply as possible. By the way, this thing right here costs about 35 bucks, so that's pretty cheap to get this piece of hardware. Those two pieces of software, Blue, the first one is absolutely free, and it's a cool piece of software. The only problem with that is that there's some quirkiness on the interface. It's kind of weird. It does a great job. The recording sound is kind of clunky. The other great thing about Blue, though, is that while you are recording, you can adjust the gain right on the device without interrupting your recording. That brings me to the second piece of software that I've been using, and that is iRig's recorder. And it works with this same setup, allows me to monitor while recording, and it does a great job, has great feedback on the interface. The only problem with it is that the gain adjustment, in order to do that, you have to pause your recording, change the gain, and then go back to recording, which that's not really a good thing to do in a live shoot. So I've been messing with the two of them. Right now I'm recording on iRig because it's just a little easier to use, and I'm trying to knock this review out. But I think I'm probably going to end up using the Blue more, because in the field I've got to be able, while we're shooting, to be able to adjust that gain. The good thing about iRig, however, is that even though it doesn't let you adjust that gain at the start, it does have this pretty cool plug-in effect that you can do after you finish your recording that normalizes the volumes for you. So that helps a little bit with that problem. So at any rate, so here we have this piece of hardware right here, 35 bucks or so. I'm going to have a link in the article on this, and iRig and Blue Fire software. Those two things packed or coupled with your iPhone that you already have. You know, you'll have to spend some money on a microphone and some cabling to get there, and probably a boom or something like that to keep the sound from the mic itself interfering with what you're trying to record. So anyway, there you go. Field recording on a budget, basically spending 35 bucks on extra hardware, nothing for software for using your iPhone. Again, this is Herb Halstead from GeekRev.com.